Hi there. So this is my learning journey through CMN2160 recorded presentation, and I'm just going to jump right into the topic overview. So these are kind of the main ideas that I took away from this course. So the male gaze theory and the reproduction of power theory. So those are the specific theories that I will be focusing on, along with my research question and also my findings and how they kind of impacted my stance on social media. Yeah. So for theory, the specific two theories that I learned more in depth about were the male gaze and Michael Foucault's theory regarding power. So I was able to actually connect the male gaze theory to the misogyny that I was exposed to on my own screen, which is something that I became exposed to through the research question that I was looking at. So it actually led me to look deeper into this phenomenon of digital misogyny that I did not have much knowledge of before. And it's a new area of communications, I believe, that I would like to study further. So I was actually really passionate about that, and I found a passion for that through this course. I was also exposed to new theories like the theory regarding power, and I learned how much control actually plays a significant part when exercising power over others. So I actually really liked the example of school that we spoke about because it did not just like touch on the actions of people. I think that it's pretty normalized to it's pretty known that people can exercise power over others, such as like the president and like figures such as those that kind of have more power within society per se. Whereas social structures, they aren't really spoken about as much, even though they do have deep rooted power as well. So I just thought that was something that I never really considered and something that I took away from this course. For my research question, I got to explore the findings, which was a main part of the course that I found super interesting. I found a lot of capitalist culture, which I was not surprised about, but I began to think deeply about how we may be products of the content that we consume. And it was a pretty scary thought, since when we are considered products of our real life environment, like how we grow up and everything, we can always be exposed to new environments through things like moving across the country or, meeting new people. But on social media, we obviously have an algorithm and it only shows us specific things that we're interested in, which is pretty concerning at times. And I found it pretty concerning through my research. But in terms of the political beliefs that I was speaking about within my research question, I genuinely just saw a lot that correlated with mine. And when I saw the opposite views, I would get frustrated, which was interesting to think about because that just means that I'm less exposed to views that counteract with mine, which again says something about our algorithms. But that's not the only thing that I found through my research question. I also found a positive variable, and it was through the discourse. I was constantly seeing, conversations happening on the apps that I went on, and there would always be some form of educationing happening between people, whether that was on an influencer on TikTok, like speaking about a social issue within their platform, or there was like interactions between multiple people tweeting back and forth, just anything like that. There seemed to constantly be communication that was based around sharing experiences, and I thought that this was really interesting and great because it promotes a form of class consciousness that we typically overlook when talking about social media. I think that it creates a desire for people to critically look at like existing social structures around us and question them, which is something I really enjoyed happening frequently right in front of me. And I think that it was something that we don't really learn as part of communications, like the positive side of social media, as much, or like the actual impact that social media can have. So I was really impressed with that throughout the course, and I took that away from it. But overall, this course gave me a knowledge into applicable theories and firsthand experiences into researching the digital world and all of its implications. It also taught me the hope for social media and the change that it can come with, which I think is, again, often overlooked and unique about this class that I actually really appreciated. So thank you for that.